Alright, so Crystal Oscillators is where we're up to. Getting the... I think we're up to iron plate. Let's check it out. It's been a while. But I think I was going to also properly set up a split of all this iron, and I don't like this manifold set up down there. So iron plate is here. This is it. This lovely zigzag. That's the output, and that would be the input of the ingots. There's 135 per minute. So let's have a look here. A reinforced iron plate. This is what we're up to here. So it's the 90 iron plate. This is what we're up to here. We've made the 6, and that needs the 135 ingots. And then it'll be this one here, and it's going to be the basic iron ingot recipe. So that would be 3 foundries at 90%. Let's go see if that'll fit over in the factory over here. Oh, it looks like I've only got room here for one more. So we're going to need another floor. I want to... That's overflow. Yeah. Alright. I don't like how this has been done. I mean, this split here I'm okay with, and that and that. But I reckon I want to I'm going to put that there. Actually, I'll put this further along. So I'm happy for that to feed those two there. Let's do the maths. Because I need to do the same for the limestone as well. It just feels really yucky the way it's set up here. So it's 33. And 15. I'll just say 34. $17.5. Let's just say 18. So that's 67. That'll be a Mark II belt. Whatever there is going to be there. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. So why don't I do... I'll put the smart splitter here. No, I'm put a normal splitter here. Let me make make sure I got this correct. I've got some iron going downstairs as well. Right, so it's doing that, that, and that. So it's this one. I want it there. And you're feeding that pair there. I'm happy to keep doing that, but I might feed it. Well then, if that's the case, what I'll do is alright, I'm going to put one here, and that'll feed. That's not going to work with that there. I'll have to change that. That's not hard to do. So that's going to feed. Well, actually, no. It's this changes. They'll feed that one, and that one, those three. So that there, change my input there. That means we get rid of that one. That'll go to there. This one is waiting for something. I don't know what that one's going to be. So let's just... Yeah, it's not even set up, so that's fine. So that's those three. Let me just put some supports down. I've wanted to sort this area out for a while. Not been happy with it. Alright, so then this... So the way this is going to work, that feeds those three. That's those three done, so this disappears. This is, yeah, hold on, this is 17. So it just keeps running around like that. Then yep, so this one's gonna change. So what I'm gonna do is, I think because I've got to do the underneath as well. Just think about this. I want this one to be in the middle. So So there'll be a smart splitter here. So if the, and that's gonna, no. It's gonna come in here. It's gonna be a central splitter here. Let's make this 3 and a 4. Rightio. And then, yeah, so what I can do is should be able to put that like that. So that'll go down because that's feeding that one down there. And that goes like that. That fixes that issue. I might redo that. They can go all the way up to the roof. I might do it this way. Like that. Smokin', welcome back. Thanks very much. It's good to be back. Good to be finally rid of the cold that I had. It was frustrating me so much. That's a nice landing. Okay, that's good. So now I can put yeah, I had the flu. It was terrible. Oh, keyboard, stop being annoying. I think I'm gonna work out if I need a new keyboard or I don't know. Something's giving me grief. Alright. That one underneath is $30. And that's 35. And okay, so it's a Mark 1 for sure. This one going this way is 11 and yeah, okay, so that's definitely a Mark 1. Yeah, is that, it should be I hope everyone's been doing better than I was when I was sick. Or I hope you weren't sick. Okay, this overflow can change. Yeah, this is just overflow. Okay, so I'm going to want to put I would like a smart splitter here, but I don't think that's possible. But if I had it here, then that will be fine, because I would have that would feed into there. So straight ahead would be iron ore. And then, oh Randy, what's going on, mate? What's going on? Hey, you want to come up for a pat? Alright. First pat time back. We're not even 15 minutes in. Oh, and you've got your heartworm stuff on your back. I've got to be careful where I pat you. Oh, I know. You've missed your pats, I know. Well, Gaz has got all the emotes, Randy. Don't you touch the spacebar. Don't you touch the spacebar. Oh. The green screen needs to be fixed. You stay there. It's alright. It's alright. It's all... Oh. Come on. Here. Come on. Come back up. Here. Come on. Yep. Come on. Come on. Alright. There we go. There you go. Come here. Alright. No. No. Are you going to come up? Come on. Unless it's your idea, you're not coming up. That's just how Randy is. I'm sure he'll be back for another pat. Eat the space bar, Randy says, Gaz. He's gone off to complain somewhere, I'm sure. Okay. That's fine. That's my overflow. Alright, this is good. It's good to have this area tidied up. Your little buddy's got a bit grey. Yeah, Randy is definitely getting some grey hairs, that's for sure. Okay, now this one. That goes to there. And then this. It's funny it wasn't showing there. Oop, not going to make it that far. Why don't we make it here? That to there, and that to there. Alright, so that should get that flowing again. How old is he? He's 9.5. Yeah, 9.5. He's getting on there a bit. It's pretty good. When he saw the vet recently, they were pretty happy with him for his age. Get rid of this. Right, so this needs to be supported. This needs to be gotten rid of. Good little tidy up at this floor before we move up to a new floor. That's better. Alright, so this is moving in. Alright, that goes there. This needs some support. And then this one. Now the overflow I haven't done anything with yet, so let's sort that out. It's going to be that one, but one more in. That's perfect. Good. Get rid of those ones. We don't need those. They stay there. Get rid of these ones. I'll leave those there. Right, and there's this, that one's supported. Okay. So now I just need to do the same below for all of this. That's overflow. Limestone coming in. So I'm gonna go up a floor with the limestone. So not a floor, but up a height. I'm not happy how it's on the floor currently. You always wanted a German Shepherd. I don't see them in the States like I did in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, they're definitely a select breed to have. Not everyone's convinced about them. But also they are expensive too. That's another thing to keep in mind. Like, it costs a lot of money to buy one. Okay, so I've got that one there. So that'll be... That's 2, 3... I think that's it there. That's too high. Yeah, alright, that'll be it. Yeah, I don't know. If I buy another one, I'd probably buy a rescue one, like a one that's, for whatever circumstances, needs to be rehomed. Which, yeah, they always come with problems, but I'm sure we can overcome those. Let's get rid of that. And that. Let's get rid of this one as well. This floor is a little bit different to what I've done on other floors, but it's just how it's going to be. Alright, so that's that one. The next one to do now, it's just going to be this one, but it's not being split for downstairs, so it doesn't matter as much. So there. So it's just going to be that one. And that one. So that needs some supports. The sad part about rescues is there are always so many nowadays. You can always pick the exact breed or mix you want. Yeah, it goes. That is true. But at least you're giving them a forever home. As for removing issues, a loving home and consistency always helps them. So the first step is always getting them home, and that's half the battle. Yeah. Absolutely. Let's chuck that there. Right, so okay, so I've got that to there. So what I need is I need a smart splitter here. I think here like that. No, that needs just to be a splitter. Okay, so it's I need a splitter. Right, so that should just be a Mark 1 because it's what? That's 8. And 4, yep. And over here it's like 18 and 9, so that is coming from this one here. It goes to there. Okay, that one's there. There'll be input coming in there in a sec, but I just want to do, I think it's going to be here. Because it's that's our incoming. So it's that, like that, and that's like that. I'm going to leave that on the ground for that one. So that's fine there. What's that need? 25. Get rid of that there. Yep, that's right. Yep. And this one is 28. Alright, so that is... Alright, so we've got... $54 and 25, so that's 79. $107, so that's a Mark II belt feeding into this one. Like that. Alright, now this is where I need a smart splitter. That. I think like that. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to have overflow going ahead and a limestone going to the left. Okay, and then I'm going to put a merger here. That's perfect. So I've got that merger. Yeah, I'll put this here. Alright, so then all I've got to do is bring the limestone in here. So what I'll do is, if this works, I'll just put this hole, I reckon here. Nah, I might change that. I think we'll leave it coming up where it's coming, but we will have it there, and then come back one more. And then that will line up with that there. Perfect. And now that should fix, well not fix, but that tidies up this floor, and actually this lets me use the limestone and the next floor above me. because we're not using a lot. Alright, and that's all just pumping through. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so I need more foundries in the next floor up. So we'll build our next floor. Probably there, be that there. Let's get up here. That was only 5, that one. Right, yeah. And we might as well build that all the foundries for this whole floor if we think about it. And we'll put the stairs. Alright. Because I know we're going to need a bit of everything coming up. We've been making heavily modular frames, so there'll be a few iron ingots required for that. There's that one. Sometimes I struggle to get the rotation I want. You have to do it like that. So power Mark 2 to there. That's going to go to there. And then now I did the coppers over here. That's all pretty straightforward. Okay, so for that, I'll just follow this layout I've done. Although I don't like, I prefer, and actually this worked alright, but I think yeah, that actually, it did all work. These are a bit different, but oh yeah, because these are smelters, so I reckon let me put, yeah, kind of, yeah, I can make this. This is pretty much on the same spot, but a little bit better. And yes, I want the output on this side. So I kind of want, let's put one down first. Good feeling. That's kind of where it needs to be, doesn't it? Because that is, no, that could come back one more. All right. So I'm going to go back one. Because then that will allow if that was to go there, for instance. And that's there. Right? Yep. Right, so that's 9.
but not 10. So to get 9 in, I want it to be there. That one there. And that will center it. Yep. Alright, so we've got our power. Where are we? Our foundry pole. And that joins those up, and then so I'm gonna, let's have a look. I'm gonna evenly split everything. And I can diddle with the numbers later. Alright, so that'll be that splitter there coming in. Those three. So there'll be one here. There'll be a splitter here, and then there will be a smart splitter there. So then there will be that's going to be there. Did I switch my... Yeah, I'm going to switch those around actually. Because I want to keep them the same. So that one there. That one there. So that will go, and that will go. Smoking, how do you get the splitter to appear in the air? Normally you have to stack them. Well, do I have a trick for you? I created blueprints of splitters at 0 height, and then I've got another one at 1, 2, so forth. So I've got them, and I can just press E to rotate through them all. So I've also got a merger blueprint, a smart splitter blueprint, and I've done some for I've got programmables, I've done pipelines as well, and yeah. It's absolutely awesome. Blueprints don't have to be super complicated. They can be as simple as that. Genius, why thank you. Now I don't know what, we'll get to the joining ones in a minute. Takes a little bit to set it up, but it's worth it in the end. I mean, you can see how easy it was for me to use them. Now, I could blueprint all this. I probably should. I just haven't got around doing it, you know. Yeah, it certainly saves a lot of deleting and rebuilding and deleting and rebuilding. And then you can sample that one that's at the height you want. Okay. I was doing that so I could determine, well, let's just say this. So I can do the next, so the next ones require this is going to get in the way. I can do them, it will still fit actually, I'm pretty sure. But I just need to get the right. I need 2 and a bit, so it needs to be, I think it's got to be there. And to test that, I can just do this. So 1, 2, and then 3. And then still that would be, that's the spot. Alright, so there's that. That will still work for me. Are we able to push up and down now? Yes. Yes, you can. Page up, page down. It's a game changer. That and infinite nudge is a big game changer. That's there. Max, hello, welcome. Good to see you. That's it. That's the smart splitter. Okay, so that one's there. How are you, Max? What's going on today? And then, all right, so. Probably put the lifts in the blueprint. Smoking, you hate the commercials? Yeah, sorry about that. It helps pay the bills, you know how it is. Let me just check something for a sec. Right, and then Now, if we start off with start off with so I've got to make 3 for the reinforced iron plate. I also have to make 3 for the screws. These are all going to be basic. If I made that 75, what is 62.5? That'll be 2. And there's 1 for the pulse noblest, and there's another one down below. So I've got a 1 that I want to reuse. Hold on. These are all basic. I forgot to update my recipes. That's 45%. And that's 20. We'll just make 21%. Then this is a heavy modular frame. It's going to need 8.1. Hold on. At 90%, that's 9. So there you go. I can dedicate one whole row of foundries here just for the iron plate, for the heavy modular frames, for the RIP. And then this one will be basic. And that would be 93.75. And then the screws. Ooh. I might make that 140%, and that'll make it 3 machines. And then more screws. Let's make that 90%, and that'll be 4 machines. And then, guys, that's me done for the night. Enough spare slugs and sloop hunting for today. Enough sphere and sloop slugging. Wow, Gaz, you've been at it non-stop. Thanks for hanging out, Gaz. Good to see you. I'll be back. Don't you worry about that. I'm going to make this one 120% for 1 machine. That one's already done. And this is much further down the track, so that's where I'm going to stop. So that's 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus that 9. And there's 1. Yeah, right. Well, there'll be another floor coming. So we're going to start off with, let's allocate them. Let's do, come around here, put our signs down. The first one will be these 3 machines, the reinforced iron plate. I'm going to use the refinery sign, or I had a assembler. That would be what's being made, and yep, that's the sign I want. So this is 3. So I'm going to put that one here. I might actually... Are we able to push up and down? Ah, yes, smoking. Sorry, I didn't realise I showed you. So when you hold it, page up and page down. You've been exploring the rebar update since I told you off earlier. It's accrued 100, so yeah, pretty slow. Fair enough. I'm going to go over here for a sec. And I'm going to put my blueprint down. I'm going to load my sign. This one. And we're just going to change what it is. So this one's just going to be Crystal Oscillators. They're all changed, but this is for Crystal Oscillators. And it's going to be iron. And we are, it's 135, 3 machines. No, it's 67.5. For 3 machines is 22.5 each. Not a problem smoking. Yeah, it's really great. The that and the infinite nudge is absolutely amazing. That's 108 divide 36. So that'll be divide 3 is 36 each. Okay, and that makes iron ingots, and that's going to be 135 for 3 machines. That's 45 each. Right, now I'll save that, and then that makes it easier. I might have to keep updating everything. That there. Do that one, and then there'll be 1 for 2 machines. There'll be down below 1 for 1 machine. So that 1 machine down below that hasn't been configured for anything. So that one is going to be Pulse Snowblisk. And that one will be $11.25. 18. And then that's going to make 22.4, 22.5, which makes each, and that's a clock rate of 45%. And we're just going to pause that. We're just going to pause the ones we're not using until they're used. But I can make a note of the ones we've now built. And actually, while I remember, let's put this other power pole and hook them all up. Alright, so back to here. This was 3 machines at 90% each. We'll leave these ones running because we're going to be using them pretty much straight away. This is the whole reason we came here to this building. So we're going to label and make all the others. These two are going to be at 62.5%. I'm going to put those at standby. Copy, paste. Doesn't copy the standby state. Alright, so this is also for the Crystal Oscillators. It is 31.25. Seems like a lot of work to do all these signs, but let me tell you, when I'm troubleshooting things later, it makes all the world of difference. It really helps. Like I was doing that planning before, moving stuff around. It's like I didn't need to look at each machine because I'd written it down in front of each machine. And this outputs 31.25. No, 62.5. 31.25 each. And then I'll just make a note that they've been made. Alright, then I have another one, a single machine, so that's those two. Then I'll have a single machine here, and this is for the pulse obelisk. Rightio. For the screws. And that is that in 8.4. Right. and then that outputs 10.5. Right, then it's going to scoot back here for a sec. And all 9 machines here are going to be for one complete job. And I might put it here. So these are going to be for the heavy modular frames. Okay. And actually, I'll be back in one sec. I didn't configure this. This should be 21%. No. That's 1, 2, 3. I made a mistake. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have. That's supposed to be here for those 2. So I can just go copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. So I get rid of that. Alright, so that's those 3, that's these 2, this needs to go here. So that one should already be configured, and this one needs to be at this one's at 21%, and we put that on standby. These ones shouldn't be on standby because I'm going to use, oh no, yeah, I'm going to use these. Haven't put power in yet, but that's okay. You wish I had 2-sided signs? That would make things easier in certain circumstances. Alright, so I can... that's not what I wanted. Copy, paste, copy, paste. So this is the pulse nobus. Right, that's the pulse nobus. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was configured, and then back to doing these ones. So this will be heavy modular frame. It will be 202.5. divide 9 machines is 22.5 each. And 324 limestone, holy moly. And 9 machines is 36 each. And that will be outputting 405 iron ingots a minute at 45 each. And these are at 90%. So copy, paste. Right, so that's all of those. And then
Buckle up, there's a raid incoming.
1, 2, 3. I'll do there's 3
Thank you,
screws,
Nagrath Dalman, for the raid of
for
4
the
viewers.
heavy module frame. Nagrath coming in with a raid. Welcome, raiders. We bring you a metal cup of coffee and tea. Absolutely. Folks, if you're not following Nagrath, I've got to get that, I've got to say it right. Click the love heart icon there, give them a follow, go check them out. They do some amazing designs. You need to see what they do. It's absolutely awesome. Just say Demon. Yeah, Demon, I forget about that. All good. How was your stream? What'd you get up to? Alright, so I'm going to leave that 4 alone, and I'm going to configure these last 3 here. These will be heavy modular frame as well, because we'll need to do another floor for the next heavy modular frame. We'll get to that. Okay. I built the wall and second floor of the final tower at your power cathedral. It will be 10 floors at the end. Wow, nice. Sounds like a productive session. This one will be 105. At 35 each. And 168, 56 each. Right. And this will be outputting 210, which will be 70 each. Perfect. So these are going to be 3 machines at 140% each. These ones I will put in standby. So 1, 2, 3. There's this one. That's in standby. Perfect. I would say so. Yes, the cathedral would have 1,120 gens in them in total. Wow, that's pretty awesome. All right, so I've allocated all these foundries for their roles. They're all going to be outputting to 1 output. should I? I'm going to put that's a tough one because that'll be what 1, 2, 3, 1 and then another one here. And that's going to butt up against that. So I may So 5 is where it could go. Although that's not going to... Yeah, I don't want to interfere with that. Because that's going to be an issue. If that goes... It's there. It's still going to need... I can do it this way. Maybe. Yeah, because then that would... That would go like that. That would work. So that's outputting at 45 per minute. They all need to point inwards. Yeah. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, I think so. That's correct there. So this one would be like this. Bye Hammer, who's this guy? Hope you are looking better, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, I was pretty out to it there for a bit. I'm gonna put this like that. Yeah, I wasn't feeling the best, I'll tell you. I've still got a little bit of lingering cold going on, but I'm better than what I was. it was a flue. Now, this, by doing this way, I only need to do this and that. Yeah. I don't know how long I'm going to last before the next flue I catch from the kids will be. Hopefully it's more than a week. Okay, that one's not right. Okay, so those like that. It's not the right spot. And then that means, so that's going to be what? 45, so 90, 135. So that'll be a Mark III to there. And that'll be a Mark III to there. That'll be my output to wherever it's got to go. We'll deal with that later. But that's just, I wanted to work out all of that before I did all of this here. Right. Now, let's go 3 and 4 Mark IIs. get it right. That's there. So that goes to there. That's the Mark IIs for all of those. And then there's going to be 31 and 50, and then that's another 5. So this is Mark 1, and then this down here will be Mark 2 and Mark 3. So the limestone I'll put at the bottom. There. And then all of this, what are we, 67.5, and that will be plus 105. Ooh, I love control there. 209 coming in for all of that. So that'll be a Mark III there. And that will be idle going in. Bare minimum effort. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. Now, I might turn these around for that one actually. So then that'll be left, will be iron ore. And straight ahead will be overflow. And then for limestone, how much limestone? I'm going to need 168. 8.4 plus 50 and 108. That's 334. Right. And what's this one? What? Crystal Oscillators, my current build will be making them. Yeah, I got a bit distracted setting up a couple of other things, but yes, Crystal Oscillators. Let's just check out. Just wait for our elevator to come. Getting distracted is a satisfactory way.
I'm not sure I can give you what you want, but don't worry, I'll let you down gently.
You always let me down gently, Ada. Ha ha, even got a sense of humour. Alright, how much are we pulling out of this? Because I've got a feeling not enough. This is a Mark II miner. So we can get 300 out of that. Okay. Oh, no. I can tell you right now, we're probably using that up properly. Go that floor, maybe? Yeah. Oh, we're in the wrong building. This should all be working though. Yep. That's 54 and 25, that's 70. Yeah. 8. Then these aren't using all a lot. So I'm probably not going to peel off that one. This one I'm not using. It's been waiting to be used. This is a pure, this is perfect. And what do we want? Basically I want about, yeah, I'll do 360 for the moment. Now, as for this, so this is going to come in. Can lurk, wait, eat lunch? Absolutely. Not a problem at all. Understand. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put that there. That to there. That's too low for what I want. That will be okay. Right, so that's going to go to there. That. That's going to clip. That's not what I want. But that's not going to clip to there. See how I feel about this. Right, so this I'm getting rid of those ones there, I think. Is that straight? Yep. Nope. Now that's going to go to there. Alright, that's good. Jolly good. Keep growing that beard and you'll be the man around Christmas time with the kids. Absolutely, Sinister. I have been contemplating giving it a cut soon. It's just getting a little bit too long. Okay, so I need it's there. How you been, Sinister? What's been going on? Now that's gonna cut the power line. So what if I had it there? So 3 and 4, that. We're going up. That'll be okay there. Oh, it doesn't need to go down that far, but that would be fine. To there, probably. It's not going to be there. It's going to be there. So I did. I do like that you can see the product on the end of the belt coming through the hole. Always falls back to building though, no matter the title. Been good, bud. Been playing Once Human, which is more of an MMO type game. It has building, so just been breaking the limits of what should be possible. Fair enough. Always falls back to building, no matter what the title. You're not wrong. Okay, so it should be here. That to there, and that to there. Oh, nice bit of a jump. Now it was limestone on this lower level. So I reckon coming in like that. So I'll go left. Limestone. And straight ahead will be overflow. Techie, have a good time zone. Thanks very much, Techie. Hope you're doing well. And then this that's my incoming. I haven't done the overflow yet. We'll do that in a sec. And the other one will be one of these iron ingots. It's going to have to be oh, it's that one there. Technically, I reckon I could get it to there. And I need to get it, I want to get it to there. That's going to clip. And that'll be, actually that only needs to be a Mark 3 for the moment. We're going to go check the clock speed of that in a minute. So that would go Smirkin's time zone is broken. He's always ahead like 14 hours. Missed opportunity to be a fortune teller if you ask me. I've tried many times to give people the correct lotto numbers, but they never seem to work. Okay, I could go there. Think. Maybe fortune cookie mass production, a mix of both my talents. Oh, there's an idea. Could be onto something. I'm too low. All right. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. So that to there. And then should work. If I do it there. I won't need a... All I'll need is that. Alright, so that to there. And then that should go to there like that. I reckon. That like that. And that'll be fun. Let's go and check our. I just need to put supports in for these. And we just need to go and check that rate. But we should finally be getting power. Just got to put power. I reckon there. There you go. They're the 5 that I wanted to get going. Let's just go check that. Throughput of that second belt now. I wonder if there's any more. So the second belt is this one here. We're just going to go 270. That's much better. Alright. Where am I at the moment? There's another normal there. That pure would be really useful. That pure would be probably a better one to go for. I'm not going to get it now, but we will need it. What's this one? No, I want it pure. Alright, we will deal with that in a bit. that's not our goal right now. My goal at least is to get that iron ingots over the iron plate. If I do that, I'll be happy. I reckon that one will go. So we are. That might be right there. Oh, it's clipping. Bit of a power fluctuations going on there. Need to check that out at some point. Alright. So all I need now is these three going over. Let's make a note in my spreadsheet. So my iron plate. Let's go with 3 and 4. Right, that's going to make its way down there. Into here. Now, how do I get that? I suppose it's not going to matter. There's no more coming this way, and that's flowing that way. So I need 3 and 4. This was here. And then if this was coming coming that way. And what's that? It's the right height. Yep, that to there. That looks fine. And that's coming out of, not here, but another floor up. That could turn. What do you reckon there? What would happen there? That could be okay. That comes down like that. Comes down like that, and then that. Comes to there. Beautiful. We'll give that some supports and then we'll be done. Alright, that should be my iron ingots coming in. And these should make plate, and that plate should go to where it needs to go. And it looks like we're coming in at the right rate. Let's check this one further away. And I could also run the we'll have screws next. Can I do that today? I've done all the hard yards. There'd be no reason why I couldn't. So this is making 90 plate per minute. So that should be Mark II. Yep. So that is coming over here. It's coming out of here. It's going over here. across here, all the way over here. And dropping into there. Yep. And that goes, so I need screws next. And you know what? I didn't set up the overflow. Done. Term often used by Smirkin with no idea what the word means. He's used the term 112 times so far this build. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just, everything gets done. Whether it's done properly or not. How good's that? Look at that's my recycle, my water, packaged water, unpackaged water production line coming in for the fabric, and that's running at 18%. All right, so oh no, that's good. It's running at 18% because it's got a back. Yeah, it's perfect. I don't need to worry about that at all. The back and forth looks great. I do. Yeah, I agree. It's really looking cool. Like you look at all this, all of these things happening right here in this one intersection. It's awesome. This was my vision, to have something like this, and it's coming to life. Now, if this was overflow, there's no reason why I couldn't just put that way. I'm not a fan of the flat open builds, but you have swayed me. This has become pretty impressive. Thanks very much. It takes a while to get it. It's just the consistency I've laid out. I think that's the important factor in this build. I reckon I've followed some guidelines, and I think that's part of the reason why it's working the way it is. You always build vertical, try and keep it compact, self-contained to do a job. Yours just has so much mass to it, while keeping the look of it all working together is a sight for sure. Thank you. It's going to get a bit hectic at some point. haven't totally planned for that yet. I may have to move to sushi belts at some point. I'm not sure. Get some overflow. So that alright, that's the deal with overflow. It's not the best, but when I've only got one sink, it'll do. Now I think let's have a look. So it's going to be 6 machines, so it's going to be another floor for screws. We'll start another floor for screws. I think I'm going to wrap it up here for the day. And we'll start tomorrow with building the screw floor. And get that organised. But we have made progress today. We've basically built this whole floor for the next couple of setups. I've got to do all this properly here, but this is planned out for the heavy modular frames. On a more serious note, what in the hell statue is that in your hand? I don't know one. That is the, I believe, the Satisfactory pioneering statue. And it's got the pioneer twirling the build gun in their hand. That one I think was 150 coupons. I think all we've got left is the... I think there's 2 more before I get the golden nut. 2 more statues. I've been buying them at the what I can afford level as I go. excellent progress today. We tidied up the iron ingot foundries in our iron ingot factory and properly input balanced those. And then we built another floor on top of that factory and filled it with foundries, and we set up all of those for future production lines, but most importantly for the crystal oscillators that we're working on at the moment. And then we got that over to the iron plate machines, and those iron plates are now running. The next episode we'll hook up the ones for the screws. We'll have to build another floor for screws and get that running. And then I'm pretty sure crystal oscillators will then be automated. That's the last step in that process. And then I think after that, we're making pulse noblisks. So believe it or not, we'll be making more crystal oscillators for the pulse noblisk. But a lot of that stuff's already been automated, so it's just going to be joining a lot of stuff together. Anyway, we'll get there. We'll see how it goes. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.